their role in this annual day function, and I think this annual day may be more interesting than Kavali. Human society has accepted methods of satisfying desire, and one of the objectives of our school is to teach the students the acceptable and non-acceptable methods of satisfying desire in society, thereby helping our girls to survive and succeed in the society. Thank you, sir, for your advice on memorizing slogas to improve our memory power and concentration. Our students will surely be benefited. And thank you, sir, for also giving credit to our madam. She always gives all the credit to us and has attention for all details. Thank you, sir. Genius does what it must, and talent does what it can. Professor Dr.Ushaa is a multifaceted personality in the field of engineering and technology and a unique role model of women empowerment. With inbuilt talents of leadership and planning, she proves herself to be an apt person to chair this eventful day in the history of Anna Adarsh. It is indeed a moment of pride and honor for a girls' institution like ours to have you amidst us, ma'am, to trigger young minds, to turn impossibilities of the past into possibilities of the future. Please, ma'am.
Started with a good morning, and now I'm going to start as a good afternoon. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Wow, that's wonderful. I could get a response from my students. That's nice. I think you will be my future students too. So respectable guests on the dais. Very, very beautiful and teachers. I don't have words, I'm just searching. See, today you're all heroines of Anna Adarsh, and you got wonderful claps rather than Rajini would have got in Kabali. Your students have made you heroines today. I could see whenever your names were uttered, the students were clapping without their knowledge. You have gone deep into their subconscious mind. I think the students, for them, you are the heroines. That is why today the auditorium is full. So wonderful teachers for which there should be a leader. I don't have enough words to praise her, as sir has already given a crown on her head. She is a wonderful administrator, down to earth human first. So namaste madam, a special namaste to madam, giving me an opportunity to stand before you. And I think the glowing face of the parents today, they are fulfilling their dreams to see their children getting the awards and succeed in their life. So very good afternoon to all the parents present here, and my dear young, beautiful, sparkling girls. What a beautiful smile each one of you are giving. Whenever the students came here to receive the prizes, I was telling like how beautiful they look. Actually, you're all wearing uniforms and you're not come with any glittering jewels or any big dresses, but still the beauty in you is just spreading over this entire auditorium. You know the reason for that? The reason is your inner beauty. You're all so happy and contented in this school, and you're all so happy to be participant in the annual day to see even your friends getting awards. You're not jealous of your friends getting the awards or topping in the subjects. Every one of you are appreciating each and every one here. So the beautiful heart of every one of you is just shown in your face. Very beautiful girls. A very good afternoon to you all. So you're all hungry right now. Can I have 5 to 10 minutes of your time? Yes? That's nice of you. Actually, as I was talking to you about your inner beauty, there is something else called as inner attitude. So this is what is something which is essential for each and everybody in the life, irrespective of whether you are students or elders or old people. If you take your ability, the ability will teach you what to do and how to do. Whereas the motivation, like we people will come and talk to you once in a while, will give you a demonstration or description of when to do and where to do. Whereas your attitude alone will tell you how well you do. Isn't it? You're all learning everything, your abilities and capabilities are increasing, and somebody motivates you at home and outside like, yes, you have to do this, you will become this, that and all. Unless or otherwise, your attitude from within, if you think, only then you will be able to achieve. So a story of attitude, there was a balloon seller. He was selling balloons of different colors as how your auditorium has been decorated here. He had blue, green, red, pink, white, black, every color balloon was being sold, and the children used to come and buy the balloons. When the seller was unable to sell his balloons, what he used to do is, he used to fill the halogen gas in the balloon and fly it high. It goes high and high. By seeing that, the children or the kids will come to the seller and start buying the balloons. He does every time whenever he's not able to sell more balloons. One day, a small boy comes behind and he puts his shirt when he was flying the balloon. The boy asks the seller, does this black balloon alone fly high? He was surprised. He sat nearer to the boy and he said, it is not the color of the balloon which makes the balloon fly high, but what is inside the balloon is what makes it to fly high. So that is what you have to think, and what is inside you, that is the attitude of you, is what is going to make you fly high in your life. So sir told a lot about discipline. There is no other word. I think discipline is equivalent to the Anna Adarsh girls. So such disciplined girls, and all the credit goes to the head of the institution as well as the teachers, and most of all your parents. Most of all your parents. Please give a big round of applause to your parents for giving you such discipline. So this leads to winners and losers. Like why some of them are winners and why some of them are losers. Winners, they say they do things differently. What does this mean? Do they do something different or they do things differently? They also hate certain things what the losers hate, but still they follow that. As he said, getting up in the morning, as the losers, even winners wanted to sleep more. But they overcome that, and anyway, at any cost, they do it. So that is the difference between winners and losers. Only thing is they do things differently. What is not possible, they make it possible. That is possible because you have that in your mind and we make it as a habit. This is something which is very essential. Whatever you make it as a habit, you will be able to do it unconsciously. You don't have to put any pressure on doing it. It becomes your habit. Excellence is not an act, but it is an habit. So these are the things which you have to keep in mind. And one more thing is where we fail. Not only the students, every one of us, when we can't achieve something, when we lose something, especially in the case of Swati or anybody, and any mistake happens, what we do, we start blaming. We try to blame and give reasons for that. But have we taken any responsibility? This is what is the question mark which you have to keep in mind, for which I would like to tell you, remind you about a cricketer. A cricketer, he was studying in a college. It's a real story. You know the cricketer. I'll tell you who it is later. So he goes to the college only when he has exams, because he will be always in the ground and he will be given an exemption for not attending the classes. He goes to the school whenever there will be exams. Just before that he goes and collects the notes. So one day he went to the class. He was sitting and writing the notes, but he was with gloves. So his friends started asking, making fun of him. What is this? You think the class is a playground or what? You're coming in and writing the notes with wearing a gloves in your hand. So the cricketer says, he just kept quiet and then he continues to collect the notes and he starts writing. And his friend says, like, I will not give you notes until you tell us the reason why you are with the gloves. because the cricketer used to wear the gloves for more than a day. Like throughout the day in the class, throughout the day in the ground, throughout the day in the home, even in the evening or in the night, for nearly 48 hours he wears the gloves and he's not removing the glove. So one of his friends, he comes to his house and he asks him, like, can you give a reason like why you're wearing the gloves for so long? He just started narrating the reason for which why he is wearing these gloves. He was telling about a cricket match in which he was playing and the ball just crossed his gloves and it was caught by the wicket keeper, and there was a small snick sound and he was appealed as he was caught behind. But he knew that the ball did not touch his finger. He lost the match, and again the next match came and again the same thing happened. So he started thinking like, I did not touch the ball, but still how the wicket keeper gave that out. So he started researching on it and found that the ball crossed his gloves, but because he was shaking the hand and the gloves was loose, it gave a small sound of that snick sound. So because of that he was appealed as out. So what he decided is, let me wear a tight gloves so that even when I shake my finger, the sound doesn't come. So he started wearing a tight gloves and survived with that for 48 hours and made sure that he is comfortable with that gloves, and then he played the cricket match. So he gave the reason to his friend that this is why I've been wearing for 48 hours, and I wanted to make sure that even if I sweat, even if my fingers are uncomfortable, I should make it as a habit. I should make it more comfortable by wearing the tight gloves, so that when I am playing, I will not have the difficulty of concentrating on the tightness of the gloves. So he goes to the Ranji Trophy and he scores 100 century, and in the second semi-finals and the finals he scores the century, and he's been selected as an Indian cricket player, and he is none other than Rahul Dravid. So that is because cricket was his passion and he holded the responsibility. He did not blame the wicketkeeper. He did not stop playing because the wicketkeeper gave him a out when he was not out. He started finding the reason why he was asked like that. So that is what we people have to do it in our life, that we should not start blaming others for our mistakes or for our failures. We need to identify our mistakes, start correcting. This is what the winners do. So I bless you all, children. I always follow one mantra called as 1 degree raise in temperature. That is nothing but when you boil water, when it is in 99 degrees Celsius, it is called as a boiling water. And when you increase the temperature, it becomes 100 degrees Celsius and it becomes a steam. You can imagine the steam engine, the amount of load it can pull. So from boiling water to steam, with that 1 degree raise of temperature, the steam engine can pull the entire load. Similarly, when we do certain tasks, we go to the end and we come back. We feel that we will not be able to do the task. If you increase that 1 degree temperature in your hard work and being smart, you can really achieve your success. So maintain your 1 degree raise in temperature in your attitude, in your practice, in your life, and succeed in your life and make your parents and teachers and the entire country feel proud of you. All the very best. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your professional synopsis brought out your various achievements. Your presidential address showed your concern for the society. Your personal touch has left us spellbound. Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful motivation and inspiration. Thank you also, ma'am, for making us the teachers of this great institution as heroines. In fact, is more because it comes from a guest who looks like a heroine. Our students have displayed their beauty on their faces, which is a reflection of their inner beauty and inner attitude. We are taught now what to do and when to do, but you have made us realize that it is our attitude that tells us how well we do. Yes, ma'am, we have realized that it is our attitude that helps us to succeed. At Anna Adarsh, all of us are winners because we are trained to do things differently, making the impossible things impossible by making it a habit. From 99 degrees of boiling water to 100 degrees as steam, we will surely work hard and go that one extra degree to succeed. Thank you, ma'am. Decades of diligence, dedication, and untiring